Hey everyone, it's Fim over here. If you want to keep updated with the latest from Maroon Talk, make sure to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You may also follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Pocket Casts, Breaker, Overcast, and Radio Public. UP Fight! Welcome to Maroon Talk, the only segment dedicated for anything and everything UP Fighting Maroons. I am Fim Moran, batch 2010 from UP Los Baños.
Enzo Rigondola, batch 2010, UP Diliman.
Jake Del Rosario, batch 2019 from Ateneo.
Piel Ordonez, batch 2011, UP Diliman.
Yes, and we have another special guest. Medyo full force na naman tayo tonight. I would like to welcome back to Maroon Talk, the only, one and only Invisible Guy PH, everyone. Welcome back to Maroon Talk. Thank you for having it. Thank you for being here. Yeah.
Yes,
It's been a while.
anytime.
It's been a while. Yung, talaga, Hans, I would like to commend lang si Mr. Invisible Guy PH kasi the whole start ng second semester sports ng UAAP, he was the one doing everything na for the fans, kumbaga. Kasi yung scheduling, sabay-sabay yung mga sports na mangyayari sana. And he made everything easy by making a calendar schedule for those games. May kasama pang venue, oras ng
Galing-galing.
laro. Sobrang, it's very
Ayos.
handy. Kasama na rin yung player movements ng basketball team, which we definitely used din for our Maroon Talk episode. So thank you for that, Invisible Guy PH. It was very helpful for everyone, for all the UP fans. Yan.
Yes.
So thank you
Ayun
again.
lang hindi natuloy.
Yun nga lang talaga. Kasi naka-plot na rin sana sa schedule ko yung mga yun. Kaya lang, wala eh. Ganun talaga. So we'll see what happens. If ever mag-resume pa rin ang season for this coming months. So yeah, hoping for the best. Let's see. Okay, here we go again with this is our second episode for this lockdown edition of Maroon Talk. So nag-iisip kami kagabi kung ano po yung mga pwedeng pag-usapan during this dark age without sports. And thankfully, we got a topic from one of our own, syempre, si Jake Del Rosario. He thought of something kanina na, gave out something kanina na was very interesting actually. So I said, why not make it another episode? So we were gonna come up with our top 5 UAAP moments individually. Kumbaga, kasi as we said, as we've been saying the whole time here in Maroon Talk, we are just fans. We are no experts in whatever this is that we're doing. We're just like you guys na who appreciates the competition that the UAP brings, which is the league that we all love. So yun, we all have our own. Hindi ko alam kung habol pa si Toby sa atin ngayon, but we have at least we're 5 already for this episode. Like yesterday,
Yep.
Kapon din, no? Nakalima tayo. So yun, again, another interesting episode ahead since wala nga tayong mapag-usapan na sports na bago. But still, I think this is still a very interesting topic. So, with that, let's get to it. Ayoko magsimula. I'll let you guys do the talking first. Kasi, feeling ko, kung may magkapareho tayo, di okay lang din. We can discuss it together. Kung mayroong magkapareho, you can just say na yun din yung nasa top 5 nyo. Then go again, sabay na kayo mag-discuss kung ano man yung moment na yun. If ever lang meron. Okay? Who wants to start? Pwede kay Enzo, if ever.
O sige,
Sige.
simula ako. Yung una ko, ito, siguro di kayo mag-agree dito. Pero, kasi itong moment na to, talo yung UP dito eh. Pero, nangyari itong moment na to, during the dark ages of UP basketball. So,
Okay.
nangyari to nung season 75. Itong season na to, we finished the season with 1 win only. And yung final game natin for the season was against UE. So lamang tayo ng I think 2 points to end game. Lamang tayo 2 points. UE had the ball. Tapos yung nangyari, corner 3 ni Chris Javier, buzzer beater, talo yung UP ng 1 point. So, pinili ko to as one of my top 5 moments sa UAAP. Kasi, feeling ko ito yung, if you will sum up into one image, yung period ng UP na yun, parang ito yun eh. Alam mo yun, parang ginawa mo lahat ng tama dun sa game. You put yourself in a good position to win. And then, all of a sudden, ganun-ganun na lang mawawala yung panalo sa'yo. Kasi alam ko yung corner 3 na yun, parang well-defended yun eh. Hindi siya wide open eh. Na yung tumira din nun, hindi naman siya the shooter. O kung titira man siya, sobrang bihira. So parang, he was the perfect guy to take the shot. Tapos na-shoot niya.
Grabe, naalala mo pa yung game. Sa MOA to, di ba?
Naalala ko yung game na yun. Siguro sa MOA.
Nandun ako nun.
Oh, nandun pala si Piel. Sige Piel.
Nandun kami ni Toby. Alam ko nun eh, parang nawala si Soyud sa play. Dapat siya yung, siya yung tao talaga ni Chris Javier. Tapos, nawala siya. Tapos parang biglang nag-cut lang si Javier papunta sa may, actually hindi siya sa tres eh, parang nag-step back pa ata siya, or kasi yung pagsalo niya ng bola, hindi siya sa tres mismo. Tapos, ayun, pagtira niya, sumusok. So, namin, 212 na eh, naging 113.
It's a very interesting point kasi I don't think many people would remember that game. Pero syempre, it's a game winner game. Shot. So, siguro for UE fans, maalala nila yun. Pero for UP fans, medyo surprising no? Na naalala ni Enzo yun.
Naalala ko yun kasi napanood ko yun live. Tapos, sa TV. Napanood ko sa TV. Tapos, sobrang saya ko na kasi, mananalo kami. So, biglang, boom! Chris Javier.
Ang input ko lang dyan,
talo.
kung di ako nagkakamali, kabatch natin yan si Chris Javier. Nung high school, nakalaba ko yan when he was still with San Beda. Mga teammate niya nun sila Basir Amir, Ponso Gotladera, Art de la Cruz, yun. Wala lang. Masabi ko lang. Sige, go ahead, Enzo.
Yun. Yun nga. Perfect representation yun nung period na yun ng UP basketball kasi alam mo yun, parang that was a time na before the season started, laging may hype, may bago tayong recruit, may bago tayong fill-an, ganyan. Tapos, malaki tayo, may big man tayo, import. Tapos, alam mo yun, mananalo tayo ng 1 game, 2 games. Yun eh. Parang, we thought we were always on the right track, but it turns out, as the season progresses, na we're not. Yun. Kaya ako siya, one of my, number 5.
5, okay.
Tapos, susunod, siyempre, feeling ko lahat to nasa top 5 natin. Season 81 na nag-Final 4 tayo. Tama ba? Season 81, di ba?
81, oo.
So, season 81, UP made the Final 4 for the first time in 21 years. So, very momentous event. Naalala ko pa kung nasan ako. Nandun ako sa UP Law. Nanonood kami with hundreds of students dun sa common area dun. Tapos, sobrang saya. As in, parang canceled lahat ng classes during that time. Yun.
sorry Enzo. Ang binabanggit mo dito is yung Adamson
Sige.
game. Ito yung, tama ba? Yung Adamson game.
Yung Adamson game, pero I mean the fact na
Nakapasok sa...
yung Adamson game pala. Yung Adamson game. Na... Adamson game ba yun? Adamson game pala yun, yung sinasabi ko. Pero the fact na nakapasok tayo sa Final Four, that in itself is one of my top moments sa UAAP.
Okay.
Yun.
Okay, bago lahat, sorry.
May thoughts ba kayo?
Putulin ko muna si Enzo doon. Let's all welcome Toby Anga to the show, everyone. welcome.
Sorry na
What's up,
late.
Toby?
Hello.
Toby meets Invisible Guy PH. Yan. So,
Hey, sir.
ang dinidiscuss na ni Enzo is yung second moment niya, which is yung when season 81, of course, the iconic atin to season. With that game, andun kami ni Toby actually. Kasama tayo nito, tama no, Toby? Game 2, Adamson. Kung di ako kakambalik, kami ni Toby magkasama sa Gen Ad nun, sa Araneta. Then, yun nga, ito yung nag-ilaw-ilaw pa yung fans after the game. Kasi nga, ito yung masakit pa siya actually kasi we had the lead at the end of the fourth quarter with like dying seconds left. But then it was when Jerome Lastimosa hit that game-tying 3, which forced overtime. And what made things worse was heading into overtime, like more than half of the overtime period, we were trailing. Kung hindi nagkakamali, we were trailing
7.
big. So it was really, really crazy that we got to pull off that game. Toby, ano bang naalala mo doon?
Doon kayo eh.
Yung nag-start doon yung jump shot ni Dario. Yun
Okay.
Kasi yun nga they hit 2 consecutive threes. Tanda ako. Tapos, ayun nga, parang after nun, actually ako tinanggap ko na hindi para sa atin tong game na to, hindi para sa atin. So, okay. Tapos na yung
Tama.
tapos na yung fairy tale, ganun. tapos ayun nga, biglang Dario made the play shot, tapos after me, parang ang tanda ko, may putback si Bright. May putback siya noon, tapos parang I don't remember kung nag-draw. Tapos after nun, wala
Actually, hindi ko na maalala.
Natandaan ko lang kung ano yung mga last. Yun nga, yung mga last na
May isang drive kick out na for some reason open si Paul Desiderio.
Yes.
So may 3 points siya na malinis. Then from there, yung shot, yung
last
game winner na ba niya?
Yung last 5 points. Yung last 5 points to steal. Siya.
Sige, Enzo. If ever, meron ba bang mag-add?
Baka may sasabihin kayo tungkol doon.
May kwento ako later, pero later na pag...
Sige. Okay.
Sige. Yung third ko sa top 5 ko ay yung game winner ni Juan against the LSU. Ito lang. Itong season 82.
Yeah.
Round 1.
Round 1. One of my favorite games yun kasi as Tim and I discussed nung post-game nun, it was so bad a game played by UP na parang wire-to-wire UP trailed. Sobrang pangit na shot selection, sobrang pangit ng ball move, turnovers. Pangit talaga. Kasi asar-asar ako nagkapanood yung game. Kasi wala, we don't deserve that win. Pero, yun nga, as poorly as UP played ng game na yun, Lasal never pulled away. And, yun yung parang, yun nga, kinikredit ko lagi yung defense ng UP. Kasi kahit ang pangit offense sila, they were still in the game. They never dug themselves in a too deep a hole. Diba? So, Kaya nangyari yung final shot na yun. Kasi, yun nga.
Defense.
The defense did its job. So, eventually, they chipped away at the lead. Sumabol sila. Tapos, the only time that UP led was the final score. So, add to that the very iconic call of Nico Ramos sa pag-announce ng game na yun.
Serious right now.
Yan.
Oo, di ba?
Pinapanood ko lang yan kahapon, ni-replay yan kahapon sa Liga Channel.
Oh,
Last night.
okay. Time
Oo nga, sabi mo nga.
Alala ko this game,
Yun.
pinanood ko siya sa kotse. Pauwi ako from work. Tapos, sakto, pagka-park ko dun sa condo, yun na yung last inbound play na yun. Yung
na-steal. Oh.
Yung steal.
saktong-sakto, pagtigil ko ng kotse, yun yung nag-shoot si Juan. Kaya hindi ko makakalimut.
Yung inabangan ka. Yeah, kung ito yung game na nagbilang kami ni Enzo ng pasa sa offense, sa half-court offense. Kasi hindi siya umabot ng 3.
Oo.
Hindi siya umabot ng 3.
Binilang ko. Hindi ka umabot ng 2 eh.
Hindi siya umabot ng
Average,
2. Oo.
Average number of passes ng UP per possession na half court. Hindi umabot ng 2. So, ganun kapangit yung movement ng bola talaga.
I was there live. It was a weekday game. Kasama ko pa si Corina noon actually. So we were seated sa gitna. Lower box, tapos gitna rin. So kita mo yung, medyo maganda na rin. So, you can see both ends properly, kumbaga. So, talking about ball movement nga, nakita na walang ball movement sa UP side for that game. It was either they would post up kay Bright na since wala kang ball movement, edi agad naka-double yung team, yung defense sa kanya. Or, mag-isolate kay Kobe or kay Richie, then bara-bara na. So, again, it was a very surprising fact na hindi lumayo yung Lasal for that game, given na we got a super hard time for scoring the basketball. Yun.
Grabe talaga yun. Ay. Yung, ano ba, pang-apat ko, actually, recent lang din to. Ito yung napanood natin film na live na game against Adamson. Ito naman yung siguro nag-start ng trend for season 82 for UP na nagka-crack. Yun nga, kaya tayo naging cramming Maroons, di ba? Dito yung nag-start eh. In this game, halftime, UP was down by 16 points. Tapos, last 2 minutes ng fourth quarter, UP was down 7 points.
Yeah.
Miraculously. And then, overtime na pala yun. Diba? Last 2 minutes, down pa rin ng 7 points. Pero nanalo pa rin yung UP. And it set the tone for the rest of the season na lahat ng games natin, puro ganun. Either we find ourselves down by double digits, tapos sa habol tayo. Sometimes we're successful, sometimes we're not. Other times, baliktad naman. Yung UP yung lamang, tapos pahabol nila yung kalaban. Tapos magiging close game at the last minute. So, yun. Basta that game was amazing. It was an overtime game ng 4 p.m. Tapos, yung 2 p.m. game nun, USTMU din at overtime. So, lahat ng nanood ng game na yun, sobrang sulit yung ticket namin.
Yung game day, I think Sunday pa nga yun eh. So, medyo sulit talaga eh.
Yes. That was Sunday, yeah. Si Kobe ata rin eh, di ba? Si Kobe yung nun eh, yung lumaban nun hanggang dulo eh, if I remember it like mga foul counted. Diba? Parang gano'n yun eh.
The first half
first game ni Kobe.
Oo, tama. Ito yung first na nakita natin si Kobe talaga maglaro. So this was the third game kung ano yung nagkakamali. Third game of the season.
Yeah, third game.
Yung first half nun was the Balchauka show. Di ba?
Yes.
He had
Yes.
around
Yeah.
what, 17
Yeah,
points in the
yeah.
first half.
Yeah.
Mga
Pero second half,
ganun.
wala na siyang score. Mga 5
Wala,
lang ata.
wala na siya na-score.
4 points, 5 points,
Parang
ganun.
23 points ata siya natapos. Parang fouled
So,
out din
basta,
na. Ano nga ba nangyari?
ganun lang.
Yeah, so
Yun yung fourth ko. My fifth, siguro, sasabihin din to ni Jake mamaya, is the clean sweep of Ateneo. I mean, hindi siya, I mean, sino ba nakagawa nun in ever, di ba? The last time na nagkaroon ng perfect elimination round was UE in 07. Tapos,
He lost
talo
the
sila.
championship.
Sabi ko lang.
Talo sila, sweep yung hindi ako nagkakamali against Lasal.
Yeah, that's all.
And then, wala na, before nun, sinong huling nakagawa nun? After nun, sinong nakagawa nun? Yung sa uli Ateneo. So, that's why I put that as my fifth best moment. Kasi, sobrang historical nung nagawa talaga ng Ateneo. As much as I wanted Ateneo to lose against UP or against, a team like NU, di ba? Hindi sila they never slowed down, they never let up. From game 1 of the season to game 2 of the finals, it was consistent from Ateneo, and it's very commendable on their part.
to add to that sweep, hindi nga lang sweep ng eliminations di ba? Talagang sweep siya ng season. It's not just the eliminations.
They
The
never
whole
lost.
thing.
Oh,
Sige, Jake, I guess you could comment on that.
Okay. Yeah, I think kahit spoiler na to, that would be one of my moments for my top 5, my personal top 5. Kasi sobrang impressive yung naging run nung that particular batch of Blue Eagles. In fact, I was watching through episodes of The Score nung nag-interview si Nico Halili sa 2012 Ateneo's squad with sina Salva, sina Chua, and all that. And I really think that if you match up Coach Tab's batch with Coach Norman's batch, ako personal feeling ko lang, I really think that this current batch of Blue Eagles would be able to beat the 5 feet squad. Because system-wise, I think Coach Tab just nails it down. Kahit mas talented yung 5 feet squad, I really think that it boils down to the system. And yeah, as
yeah.
mentioned ni Enzo, sobrang unprecedented yung 16-0 run na yun.
And you're talking about the Nico Salvas, the Ryan Buenafes, the Chris Hughes against that team, di ba? So, talagang it's not a team na it's not a very beatable team din talaga. So, speaking about that system, this system era of the Blue Eagles says so much about that firepower, kumbaga, ng team na to ni Coach Tab. So yeah, sige. Thank you, Enzo, for your... Wala na, no? Okay na yung top 5 mo, no?
Okay na,
Ikaw ba
5
yan?
na yun.
Sige, since nasa
Wala na. Ayun naman.
nasa katipunan na tayo, let's head on over to the other side of that avenue. Siguro, Jake, you can... Since na-start mo na rin, that's
Alright.
one of your moments. Go ahead with the rest of yours.
Alright. So for my top 5, quick disclaimer, hindi to all Ateneo. So similar to Enzo, there will be one moment na galing from another school. Pero my fifth moment goes all the way back to 2006. And I'm referring to the finals of that year between Ateneo and UST.
Yeah.
I feel like
Wow.
not just the Doug Kramer shot, but the entire series is a moment in itself. Kasi grabe, even though I was like 8 or 9, that kind of introduced me to basketball in general. Medyo late ako, to be honest, when it comes to being introduced to the game. And that was one of the first, not just Ateneo games, that was one of the first basketball games that I watched sobrang in detail. So, game 1, obviously, akala ko talo na tayo because UST hits a very impossible shot. And there was 1 second left. And as I was watching through the TV, you can tell na yung UST crowd, they were smelling blood. Sobrang nandun na yung pagkapanalo nila. But out of nowhere, the genius of Coach Norman Black, he draws up a very a very well designed play for Doug Kramer. Of course, my 8-year-old self was like, "Oh, what a pass!" Sobrang simple lang when you watch it over and over. It's like Escalona just threw it straight to Doug Kramer. But as I watch it over and over through the years, the amount of movement, the amount of screens, and of course the lack of communication from the young USD squad, it really just appreciates the greatness of Coach Norman as a coach. We all know Coach Tab is at a whole nother level, but during that time, Coach Norman was, for me, one of the best coaches in not just the UAP but in college sports in general. So you would
Jake,
think
sorry,
Ateneo's
let
up
me just
1-0.
go ahead, go ahead. Let me just, I just wanna
Go ahead.
refresh it to the other people na who can't remember that moment. It was
Go
an
ahead. Go ahead.
inbound pass from the half court, actually, from the half court line by Mari Escalona, who was being guarded by a big man, if I'm not mistaken. By a big man ng
Yeah, sobrang
UST.
covered.
So, with 1 second left on the game clock, and in the half court line, it was, ano ba yun? They were up by one. UST was up by one.
Yes, USD
Then,
was up by 1.
so what would you do in that situation, di ba? Usually, pag NBA yan, alley-oop, you throw it to the ring and hope for someone to catch it properly and
Catch it. Yeah.
do a layup or something. But then for this particular instance, it was a very well drawn play at the paint, at the shaded area, if you would say. Uh, I think most of the players were there, were situated there already by the bottom of the ring. And then for some reason, Doug Kramer was able to get open and score a layup. Yun, that's what happened. Maki Escalona threw a baseball pass to Doug Kramer right at the bottom of the ring. And hanapin nyo na sa YouTube yan. I'm sure mahanap nyo siya. It's a very iconic moment in UAP sports.
Yeah. And not just iconic moment, but an iconic series. Because again, as I was going to say, we're up 1-0. You'd think tapos na yung series because Ateneo has the experience, you have the momentum, and you certainly have the talent. But out of nowhere, USD comes back and they tie up the score 1-all, which brings us to game three. I think kung di ako nagkakamali, this was the same time Milenio happened. Parang nagkabagyo. So there was a delay in the game or in the schedule. So I think a lot of the analysts were saying that may have given USD some momentum. But anyways, that's for us to determine whether totoo yan or not. But anyway, we go to game three, and you would think na our experience and our talent would, give us another championship. But out of nowhere, USD pulls off one of the most iconic runs in history. Like they actually upset my school, and they did it in such a fashion na sobrang dramatic, sobrang cinematic. They did it in overtime, and actually, I remember my initial reaction. Parang naiyak ako. That was the first time that I felt emotionally invested in such a game like that. So even though we lost that series, that is still such a top five moment for me because one, it introduced me to the game of basketball, and two, it really makes you appreciate like college basketball at its finest. Like you can really tell the passion of the kids, the passion of the players, and the passion of the fans. Like sobrang into it sila. You can really feel it from the TV pa lang. So what more for those who were actually their lives sa Araneta nung day na yun in 2006.
Yeah, and to add to that, that season was a very memorable season for us as well. Because that was the season kung nawala yung Lasal. That was season
Yeah.
69,
Yeah.
2006. It was the year
Oo,
na
tama.
wala yung Lasal. So, of course, actually, I was cheering for UP then that time because Martin Reyes and Migs de Asis were already part of the lineup. and Dan Salvador pala. Then, kasi they just came off the championship noong 2005. And I think ang pinaka-cheer ko noon was UE. This was the team nila Mark Borboran, Kelvin Gregorio, sila Elmer Espiritu. Pero syempre, nung nag-finals, UST tayo. Kasi Ateneo yung kalaban. So yeah.
Syempre.
Yeah, sige, go ahead, Jake.
Alright. So, that's my number 5 moment. So, yung number 4 naman, fast forward tayo to 2010. And this is the finals again. And game 2 tayo. And we go back to the shot of Ryan Buenafe. I think that to me is still iconic. Yung face-up 3 niya over, I think, Cruz ng FPU. Basta he was well guarded. And I remember Boom Gonzalez. His reaction after the made 3, I think he shot around 7%. Basta his season percentage from 3 was so low. So the fact that he hit a clutch shot, well guarded, ISO and all, that has to be one of the most iconic shots in history. Nawala sina Chris Chu, the underdog.
Wala si Jake, no?
It was a bunch of good players, pero wala tayong particular closer. Pero in that particular game 2, Buenafe was just in straight up takeover mode, and you can really tell his desire to win. You can really tell he was just a man obsessed. He just wanted it so bad, and I think that shot in game 2 pretty much encapsulated really his run. I think it immortalized him as a legend.
Wala si Jake.
Wala.
Are there, Jake? Yun lang. Dito pa, no? Malinaw naman, no? Wala si Jake.
We're here.
And it really, that particular one in 2010 was the sweetest.
Wala si Jake.
Wala si Jake. Yep.
Okay. Jake, are you there? Medyo nakawala ka.
Yeah. Hello?
And you're good now. Though we weren't able to get what you said.
We lost you there for a minute.
Okay lang.
See, what's your next moment? See.
Again, number 4, we go to 2010. And this is when Ryan Buenafe hits the 3 in game 2. When yan?
Yeah, the one after that.
Okay. So.
Siguro you can go to your next moment na lang. Para.
Okay. Sige. So, just a quick recap before I continue. Number 5 is 2006. Number 4 is 2010 when it's the clutch shot. So, number 3,
Wala si Jake.
Wala.
Siya lang, no? Sige, anyway, siguro pwede natin balikan na lang si Jake mamaya. If ever.
forward tayo.
You, Jake?
Lolo.
Sorry, your connection's kinda bad.
Okay.
Let's go to Invisible Guy first. Then later, siguro
Okay.
do a recap na lang later for you.
Alright.
Okay.
No problem.
Sige, go ahead,
Okay.
Mr. Invisible Guy PH.
Okay, medyo UP focused yung list ko. If you
Yan.
remember, a top 10 moments of the decade in December for UP fans doon. So medyo yun din halos yung list ko. Pero medyo madaya yung list ko kasi more than 5 siya. Siguro, first, may dalawa akong runner-up. Yung first ko was the um, season 78, I think, yung nag Final Four pareho yung volleyball teams ng UP.
Okay.
And they were against Ateneo. The women's and the men's were against Ateneo in the Final Four. Bakit siya special for? Actually, special lang siya for me kasi ito yung first time na nanood kami ng live ng UAAP
Okay.
game. Doon nag-start na nanood na kami consistently live.
78,
And it was
2015? Tama?
mga ganun, I think. So, kaya siya special for me kasi yun yung nag-start na we started going to watch games live. So, yung second ko na runner-up is the Utak Puso Cheer Dance ng UP. Yung year na sunod-sunod na NU na yung nananalo. Tapos it was the year na parang medyo kung papanoorin mo yung routine ng Utak Puso, yung may heart yung dulo na na pyramid nila. Kung papanoorin mo siya, it was a perfect run. Tapos sa dulo, UP naming mahal pa yung last music nila doon sa routine nila.
Yung rock version. Tama.
Yeah.
Yun, tapos parang nag-hope tayo na mananalo kasi parang at least may laban. Perfect yung routine, ganda ng music. Pero eventually we lost. Tapos pre-test natin.
Yeah.
Then we skipped the next season. Tapos we started the decline. So hopefully babalik tayo sa ganung level ulit for year that. Okay, so balik na tayo sa top 5 talaga. First ko,
tunay na top 5.
Season 77. The Bonfire Game.
Okay.
Oo nga, tama.
Sabi ka na yung mabanggit niyan eh. Yung mabanggit niyan.
Na
So kami ni Toby noon.
Bonfire after. So, actually, I watched it on TV. After that game, talagang sumabog na yung Twitter na everyone was clamoring for a bonfire. Then eventually nangyari yung bonfire. That bonfire may be polarizing. Some people think na OA yung bonfire na yan. One win, nag-bonfire na sila. Pero for us, syempre, it was the start of the uprising of UP. That's my first moment. The second...
Sorry, wait lang, Visible. Okay. Sige, since si Toby and PL were there during that game, siguro you can share your stories.
Actually, simula 2011, basta UE or Adamson, or basta kung sino yung nasa baba nasa standing, nasa inyo ka lang ng UP. Manonood kami nito. Sure
manonood kami. Sure patron. Kasi naghihintay talaga kami naghihintay kami ng something eh, di ba? Parang paano ba? It was a close game eh, no? Yun sa Adamson. It was a close game.
Oh, close game.
Parang lumali.
Game yun eh.
Yeah, sila Mikey Reyes, Silum.
Sino pa ba? Si Paulo Romero.
Oo. Si Orwena. Ano pa si Orwena na nata?
Si Orwena. Nandun pa. Si
sa Adamson,
sila, no? Jerome Garcia.
Hindi nagkakamali. GD tong cup din.
JB.
Probably.
Yes. Yung ano ba? Hindi ko maalala eh. But naalala ko lang yung winning moment talaga. Grabe yun.
Mikey Reyes.
Talaga yun.
Close game siya.
Yeah, close game yun.
Naalala ko nung game na yun. Ito yung time na, hindi pa ganun ka ganda yung live streaming. Wala pa nga live streaming. Tapos nasa klase ako nun, nung nangyayari yung game. Tapos kumuha lang update sa Twitter ata. O sa Facebook. Basta ganun lang. Tapos nung nanalo na, yung room ko nun, parang katabi lang ng Sunken Garden. So nakikita ko yung, tapos na yung game. Tapos sineset up na yung pang bonfire talaga. Tapos parang katabi ko ata nung klase ko at tenista. Tapos sinasabi ko, parang magbo-bonfire na. Yung sineset up nito, tumuturo na ako sa Sunken Garden. Tapos una hindi siya naniniwala, parang hindi nga talaga, meron ba? Tapos nung nakita niya, yun, naniwala na siya, uy, shit, may bonfire nga ata. Yun.
Yun.
Nakita ko yung pag-form ng bonfire talaga.
Ito ba last game of the season? Hindi.
No. Hindi.
First round.
First game.
Tanda ako nun tawag dito, yun sa Twitter page na, did UP win today? Yan. Sigawan, yes! Yes! Gano'n talaga.
All caps.
All caps, grabe.
For the first time.
For the first time in ilang years.
In 1 year. Actually, kasi 113 din tayo nung season bago yun.
Okay.
Pero meron din tayong nun I forgot what season, pero tinalo natin ang Lasalle Ateneo. Tapos parang feeling natin nag-champion na tayo. Hindi ko maalala kung anong season, pero may isang ganun season. Hindi ko na alam kung 2000
parang 2012, 2013.
Wala,
basta early pa.
Yeah. Sige, go ahead, Mr. Invisible Guy.
Okay, yung next ko is actually a football moment.
Oh.
It was season 78, yung double win ng men's and women's football.
Yes.
And
Okay.
And they dedicated that season for Rogie Medina. Yes.
Yep.
Who died before the season started. So it was a great moment for the football teams kasi one day lang magkasunod yung finals. Una yung women's, then yung men's. The women's were really underdog. Parang they were they really fought hard to get the final spot. Eventually they won. After that win, the men's team naman, that game, they went against Ateneo, if I'm not mistaken. Tapos doon nagpakita nila si Quintaro Miyagi. He had 3 goals on that game.
Yeah.
And it was a good season for both teams and eventually winning the 2 championships for you.
Tagal na pala nun, no? Season 78 pa pala yun.
Yeah.
Sila Ace Villanueva.
Yes.
Diba? Keeper. Sige.
Okay. Yung next ko is also a football moment. Season 80 championship naman. Ito rin yung mahirap gawin. Sabi nyo kanina, the Ateneo team swept the season, the tournament this season. Ito din, when we won in season 80 football championship, it was the team was undefeated. Though may 4 na draw, we were undefeated the whole season. In the final four, they went up against LaSalle. Ateneo din pala. Ateneo, 1-0, if I'm not mistaken. Tapos sa finals, they went up against UST, where Ian Clarino had a goal on the 21st minute.
Wow,
Yun.
Ito ba napapanood mo na live that time?
Hindi, TV.
Okay, wow.
Yung Final Four and finals usually televised.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Okay, next is, of course, ating to moment. Season 80. Actually, combine to dalawa. The first game of the season was the ating to moment. The UP versus UST ating to. I was there live. Parang sobrang, if I'm not mistaken, mas marami yung UST crowd nung araw na yon compared sa UP crowd. And sobrang loud na nila nung last minutes na lumang na sila. Tapos, and it was also June Manso's first game. So parang, we were still looking at how June was going to play alongside Paul. Then, the beautiful play by Coach Vicky Dandan. It was executed beautifully. And talagang para sa atin yon, yung natumba yung defender ni June, then the pass to Paul, then the shot. So it was really a memorable moment. And equally, yung last game naman ng season, when we were up against NU, tapos we won that game. Tapos yung next game was Adamson FEU. We were at 6-8 nung game na yon. Tapos kapag natalo ang FEU, we will clinch a playoff. Tapos everyone was cheering for FEU. For Adamson. Pero hindi pinasok ni coach ang Franz Pumarin yung top players niya. So eventually, FEU won that game. Pero yun siguro yung first time in recent history na yung waiting players natin nakangiting after their last game.
San Juan to, di ba?
Yung first and last game of that season.
San Juan? Parang hindi San Juan. Parang
San Juan ata yun to. Nandun tayo nung first game. Kalaban natin UE. UE ba kalaban natin UST?
Alin yung last
UST.
game? NU.
Yung last game.
NU.
Yeah.
NU.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Sino
San Juan.
seniors nun? Sino
San
seniors?
Juan, di ba?
Sila Paulo Romero,
Sila Asilum.
Watara, si Andrew Hanay,
Oo.
Rob Rica.
Ito yung Rica fourth year.
Yeah.
Rica fourth year. Okay, to add na lang din, si Paulo Romero, kalaban ko rin yan nung juniors. He was playing for Ateneo. Sabay nila team, Capasio. And, sila Kiefer. Yan. So, nung nag-UP siya, okay din. And I think he's part of the, I think he's part of the coaching staff. Nung nanood tayong PCCL, di ba? Tama.
Yes.
He was there na.
Yes.
So, before, he was part of the UE coaching staff together with Coach Joe Silva. And, pero nung juniors, actually, nakita ko pa siya sa UE with kung di nagkakamali, Coach Estong, Balistero. Kung di nagkakamali.
Medyo magulo sa UE, sa UE because
Diba?
yung sponsor nila, di ba, passed away. Kaya marami ring pinalitan.
Yeah, yun. Okay.
Tapos yung last moment ko would be, of course, the UP Adamson Final Four, Game 2.
Yes.
In 61.
Yes.
Actually, yung game na yun, we had no plans of watching live. Because it was a Wednesday game. It was a Wednesday game. Tapos sakto, kailangan nang mag-plot ng leaves for the balance of the year nung Monday before that. Tapos nakita ko, meron pa akong half day na leave na hindi ko pa napaplot kung kailan ko gawin.
Sakto.
Kaya yung kapatid ko. Half day tayo, nood tayo. So, kasi kalad ka rin yun. Nanood kami. Naalala ko, nandun kami sa lower box, sa likod ng ring.
Wow.
Sa likod ng ring nung yung seats na. Tapos, so, yung area namin, actually, yun, Adamson side na yun eh. Pero nasa gitna pa kami, nasa hati pa kami. Tapos, nung time na last moments na, makit mo, kasi puro mga office attire kami lahat. Yung mga tipong tumakas sa office. Tapos, kita mong lahat ng tao nagdadasal na. Tapos, nung nanalo na, parang, doon ko lang na-feel na parang, ay, mga tao nagkipag-appear kahit hindi malala. May mga tao nagkakagod.
Yeah.
So, parang, sobrang stop ng moment na yun. And, it was the first time in a long time na makapasok tayo sa Final Four. Then we defied the odds of the disadvantage ng twice to beat. Tapos we entered the finals after a long time. So parang ang sarap-sarap ng feeling nung araw.
Yes.
Kaya yun yung top for and watching it live, yun yung the best doon.
Yeah. Iba. I watched the first game. Game 1, punta akong buwa, wala pa akong ticket. So nagbaka sakali lang ako doon. Then apparently, may nakita akong teammate before sa Subel. May extra ticket. Hindi siya taga-UP. Pero meron siya extra ticket. So, sakto, hindi kinuha ko na yung ticket niya. Well, nakakuha naman pala ako ng ticket kay Sir Mike. Isang prof ko dati sa LB. Tapos, kaya lang yung ticket niya upper box ata. Etong kasama ko, meron sa upper box. Tapos, may sakto silang sobrang isa. So, doon ako sumama. Libre pa.
Nice.
Nice.
So, sa lower box ako nun. Tapos, kitang-kita ko yung pasa kay Bright from the inbound na and the rest is history. Yan. Game 1. Yep. Eh, okay na, no? Mr. Invisible Guy, that's your top 7. Tapos, very interesting moment. Kasi medyo, di ba? Medyo diverse yung hindi lang basketball yung sinabi niya. So, talaga, doon ko nga rin din na-realize, hindi pala, na may undefeated season pala yung men's football team. Nung season 78. Tama ba?
Season 80, undefeated.
80. Yun. And ito, mukhang kaya nila ulit this year. Diba?
Sana ituloy.
Sana.
Okay, sige.
Undefeated pero may draw. May draw na eh.
Sarang walang talo. Basta walang talo. Sige, PL, would you like to go next?
For sure. Sige. So, yung sa akin, yung sinabi ni Invisible Guy kanina, yung number 5 ko, yung UP Bonfire game. Tas yung next ko, yung buzzer beater ni Mac Bello.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Lasal?
Yung Lasal. Parang, kasi, yung mga kasama ko noon, sobrang sila, mga alumni ng Lasal. So, nunod kami sa tambayan ng game, ganyan. Tas, after, parang third quarter, hindi na sila nanood, nag-ano lang sila ng Twitter, ganyan. Tas, syempre ako, Lasal din ako kasi gusto ko makapasok ng Lasal sa championship. Tas, maya-maya, parang nagmumurahan na sila, natalo, ano nangyari, ganyan. Tas, pinanood namin yung highlights. Parang, ang ganda nung, feeling ko, parang coincidence lang na napasa ni Tolomeo yung bola kasi parang siya yung hot guy nun di ba?
Okay.
Sabi ni Mac Bello sa kanya yung bola
Ito yung corner 3 with no time left on the clock.
Point 1 or wala na silang iniwan talaga na time?
Sakit yun Season 7, ang taon mo yun? After the Imbala na ba?
78.
No. Before. Before yan.
Okay.
Before.
Kaya Lasal pa chinicheer ko nun So yun, sige.
Yung number 3 ko, third, siguro yung 78 na championship, third quarter, game 2, Kevin Ferrer.
UST
FEU.
okay.
Yung siya, parang 26 3-pointers, 21 points ng third quarter.
Naalala ko yun.
Ayun.
Sige, go lang.
Parang, kasi kaya siya naging top moment kasi throughout, nung college career ni Kevin Ferrer, bago yun, parang kilala siya as a defender di ba? Parang nagtatanggal ng moral ng dinidepensahan niya, panira ng laro, ganun. Tapos parang yung season na yun, doon siya binigyan ni Coach Pido ng parang go signal para maging go-to guy. Silang dalawa ni Abdul. So parang yun lang, bumilib lang ako kay Kevin Ferrer nung time na yun. Kasi syempre kinuha niya yung load nung yung game na yun. Tapos yung number 2, yung last season ng Ateneo. Syempre lahat naman tayo parang gusto natin na magkaroon ng na talo talaga yung Ateneo kahit sino, kahit UE man yan, kahit matalo lang Ateneo, okay na pero wala talaga. Tapos yung top ko siguro yung season 81. for me. Kasi simula 2011, nanonood na ako ng ng games live. So, nasubaybayan ko lahat ng mga sobrang disappointing seasons. Pati yung season na nag-start tayo ng 2-0, tapos natapos tayo ng parang 3-11.
Oo.
Sobrang hype ng season na yun. Tapos, Renzi Bahar yung coach nun eh. Renzi Bahar yung coach nun eh.
Okay. Okay. Oo. Okay, wala na.
Okay na.
NC Bahar, nga, no? Ano season yun? College pa tayo nito eh.
Alam ko 2015 yun eh.
Bago dumating si Coach Bo.
Alala ko yung prof ko nun, sabi niya, sige, pagka nag 3-0 yung UP, next meeting, wala tayong recitation. Sabi niya gano'n. Natalo.
Wala, ayun.
Season 78.
78 na pala yun.
2015 nga, tama.
Actually, parang okay nga yung na yun eh. Yung, for seeing it from a fan's perspective. Yeah. Parang, for some reason, nakita ko yung parang discipline nila na wala from previous UP teams. In that generation. Wala lang. So, feeling ko if natuloy palalo, with Coach Renzi on that. Kasi 1 year lang yun eh, di ba? Next season, si Coach Bo.
1 year lang.
So, feeling ko kahit pa paano, maganda pa rin yung magiging progress sila if ever natuloy yung yung program na yun.
Coach Renzi.
Actually, parang yun na yung start eh. Ng pagganda ng program eh. Kasi nakita ko pagka napupunta ako sa HK, parang ganado yung mga players mag-training, tapos hindi sila katulad dati.
Yun, may sense of urgency eh.
Oo, yun. Kasi may mga kaklase ako dati na parang anong oras ba game nila? Kunyari game nila 2 p.m. Yung class namin 11:30 to 1, na-attend pa sila. Tatanungin ko sila, paano kayo pupunta doon? Wala, di na kami umabot sa bus. Commute na lang kami.
Hindi nga.
Seryoso yun. Ang pangalan nito? Si Murray Gingerich ata yung kaklase ko noon.
Talaga?
M11. Oo. Tapos, dadaan pa siya ng kasaka para makakuha ng parang lunch nila.
Talaga?
Ganun kalala yung culture sa UP dati.
Totoo talaga yun eh, no? Habang nag-game, may hawak na blue book. Sumasagot na exam. Baka naging totoo pa yun eh.
Seryoso ba yun? Grabe yun ah. Kasi usually, kami before sa Bell, usually kasi dapat 1 or 2 hours before the game, doon na kami sa venue. So kung sabihin mo may klase ka pa ng 11:30 to 1, tapos hahabol ka lang ng interbarangay.
Okay. Wala kang warm up, wala kang stretching, wala kang
intrams lang.
Sports fest lang sa okay. Yun that's a very interesting fact. Meron ka ba, Piel? Ano pa? Yun na yung last mo?
Yun na yung last mo.
Okay, thank you. Alright, so that was part 1 of our top 5 episode. Stay tuned for part 2 as medyo mahaba yung episode. I had to cut it in 2 parts. So wait for the other one, the next part of this episode. Thank you guys. Peace.